At the CES 2015, Lenovo announced a new budget smartphone specifically for the Indian market with 4G LTE support, and this was the company's answer to the Eureka and the Redmi Note 4G. The phone was subsequently announced in India and went on sale on Jan 28 on Flipkart. Hello guys, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and this is the detailed review of the Lenovo A6000. Before we go into the detailed aspects of the review, let's first have a quick look at the specs. It features a 5-inch HD display, the 720p IPS display, and is powered by 1.2 GHz quad-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 processor with Adreno 306 GPU. The phone has 1 GB RAM and 8 GB internal storage, which is expandable via microSD card. On the imaging front, the device sports an 8 megapixel rear camera and 2 megapixel front camera. It also supports 4G LTE in India. Now moving on to the design and build quality of the Lenovo A6000. The Lenovo A6000 comes with a plastic body which has a fairly good design. The phone has a matte finish rear panel and a pretty slim at 8.2 mm for a budget smartphone. The rear panel has slightly curved edges on the sides, while the top and bottom have flat edges. The rear panel has the 8 megapixel camera with chrome finishing around it, along with the LED flash, the Lenovo branding, and the Dolby dual speakers at the bottom. The power and volume keys are on the right side, and the 3.5mm audio jack along with a micro USB charging slot is on the top. The front panel has the 2 megapixel camera, the usual set of sensors which include ambient light sensor, accelerometer, and the proximity sensor, and also the capacitive touch buttons at the bottom. The touch buttons are not backlit, and there is no notification light as well on the device. The phone comes with dual SIM card support, and SIM card 1 supports 4G LTE in India, while the SIM card 2 is 2G enabled. The build quality of the device is very good, and you get a premium look with the great quality materials used. The device also feels pretty light at 128 grams. Since it's a 5-inch device, using the device is pretty easy even with one hand. Now moving on to the display, the Lenovo A6000 sports a 5-inch IPS LCD display with a resolution of 1280 by 720p and a pixel density of 294 ppi. The display is vibrant and the brightness levels are also good. The viewing angles are again good, and the colors do not change when you tilt the display. The touch response was slightly disappointing when compared to the Eureka and the Redmi Note. The sunlight readability was also pretty decent. Overall, we are pretty happy with the display on the device considering the price point. Now moving on to the software and performance on this device. The phone runs Android 4.4 KitKat with the company's custom UI called the Vibe UI. The company has already promised that this device would get Android 5.0 Lollipop update. Although there are lots of similarities between the Vibe UI on the Vibe X2 and the A6000, the latter has lesser features in comparison. The Vibe UI brings in a lot of customized options and looks different from the core Android. The UI does not have an app drawer and has multiple home screens which you can customize. The notification center are also almost all quick toggles, but they are not customizable. Unlike MIUI or the Cyanogen OS, which offers themes and customization options, Vibe UI offers only a couple of themes and there is no option to download more themes. One of the interesting aspects of the device is that it comes with Dolby support. So if you are a music buff, this should provide great experience. The phone has dual rear speakers and the output quality is pretty good. The sound does not shatter even if you listen at full volume. The phone also comes with few apps from Lenovo which include Sound Recorder, FM Radio, Portable Hotspot, Security, Sync It and Share It. The Security app allows users to keep a look on the optimization and other safety aspects of the device. The device offers 8 GB internal storage, out of which 4.5 GB is available to the user in the first boot. You can also extend the storage via microSD card. The phone also allows you to install or move apps onto the SD card, which is a very handy feature. But having said that, there is no USB OTG support available on the device. The Lenovo A6000 runs on 1.4 GHz Qualcomm Snapdragon 64-bit 410 processor with 1 GB RAM. Although the overall performance was pretty good, we did face slight lag here and there when switching apps when too many apps are running in the background. At idle, you will have 470 MB of RAM, which is pretty decent. The gaming performance of the device is also fairly good and it can play almost any game. We did notice slight lag when playing Asphalt 8, but it wasn't considerable to create an unpleasant gaming experience. The phone supports 4G LTE, but we couldn't test it as our region does not have the 4G support. The call quality on the phone was pretty good and we didn't notice any issues with the calls. Now moving on to the camera on the Lenovo A6000. The device features an 8 megapixel rear camera with LED flash and a front 2 megapixel camera for selfies and video calls. The camera interface is different from other Lenovo phones and offers almost all features including HDR, panorama face detection and more. But the interface isn't really user friendly with options displayed only in the half screen. For the images taken in daylight, there is good amount of detailing available in the photo. The colors look pretty decent while the overall clarity is again pretty good for a budget smartphone. But at times under bright sunlight the colors look a bit washed out. The macro captures have come really good and the detailing is again pretty decent. It's a low light photography where the camera impressed us most. The clarity of photos taken in low light was surprisingly good for a budget smartphone. Although it did have noise, it was considerably lower than the Redmi Note and the Eureka, both having 13 megapixel sensors. But having said that, the disappointing aspect of the camera is the flash. It did add an yellowish tint to the photos which didn't look great. Overall, we would say we are pretty happy with the 8 megapixel shooter offered on the Lenovo A6000. The phone supports 720p video recording even though the chipset has support for 1080p. This is probably a cost-cutting measure from Lenovo. The video sample is pretty good like other phones. Although we can record only 720p video, it can play back 1080p videos as well. Now moving on to the battery life on the Lenovo A6000. The phone comes with 2300 mAh battery and the performance was very good on the device. With moderate usage which includes couple of hours on call, browsing, social networking, taking photos, listening to music and casual gaming along with 3G, you can get a day of usage easily. The battery capacity, though it is slightly lower than Eureka, the performance is equally good if not better. So summing up, is the Lenovo A6000 really worth the buy? Priced at ₹6,999, the Lenovo A6000 makes excellent value for money with its great build, decent build display, performance and above average camera along with pretty decent battery life. But having said that, the lack of notification light, no backlit touch buttons and the lack of 1080p recording are some of the cost cuttings done by the company. The Lenovo A6000 is also the cheapest 4G LTE enabled Android device available as of now in India. And it's really an excellent value for money. If you can pick one from the Flipkart flash sales, it is all worth the money. So that was a detailed review of the Lenovo A6000, the new budget smartphone from the company. Hope you liked this video. If you have any questions on this video, just drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your questions. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button and also subscribe to your YouTube channel for more videos like this. Finally, thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.